Morning. We've just parked up in Little Langdale by Blea Tarn, where we've head up the road about 200 yards and then took a right onto the fell side. We're going to head up onto Lingmoor Fell and then Side Pike today. Just me, Tracy and Billy. That's Blea Tarn behind us. Above Blea Tarn is Blake Rig and Kettle Crag. That ridge there would eventually take you up to Pike of Blisco. We've got Side Pike here where we're going to head. Behind Side Pike we've got the Langdale pikes in the clag. Looking a bit gloomy. And it's windy, so we'll just see how the day goes. The path runs up the side of this nameless gill just to the left of us, which drops down, crosses the road and eventually runs into Blea Tarn. Our route will take us up to Lingmoor Fell, or Brown House it's called on the Ordnance Survey map. Then we'll head along the ridge, cross over Side Pike, then we'll drop into that col there, and then we'll take this path along the bottom of Kettle Crag up there, back to Blea Tarn. There's some nice pitching in the path as you get a bit closer to the summit of Lingmoor Fell. So basically this side of Side Pike and Lingmoor Fell is Little Langdale and the other side is Great Langdale. So panning round to our right as we go up, we've got Wetside Edge over the valley leading on to Great Cars and Swirlow, and then in the clag Wetherlam. In front of us we've now got Pike of Blisco shown, dropping down to Kettle Crags. Across Great Langdale we've got the band coming down from Bow Fell, and then across the valley in the sun we've got the Langdale pikes. Once you get to these larch trees and the wall, you'll find a stile to cross. It's got a little dog gate in it.
It's got a little knocker.
And a little door knocker. Just look at the heather on the flanks of Lingmoor Fell. It's absolutely covered. It's definitely one you want to do in August when that heather's in flower. There's another little stile and a dog gate just below the summit. There's the summit up there. Lingmoor Fell summit, or Brown House as the OS call it. 469 metres. It's a Wainwright, a Burkitt and a Marilyn. And there's the summit cairn. The wall runs all the way to Side Pike. We'll head along the broken down wall and the fence along to Side Pike. Just be careful of this fence, it's got barbed wire on the top. If you get a little bit too close, like in this little outcrop here where you're forced up against the side of the fence. I don't see the point in barbed wire up on the fells like this. It's not used to keep sheep in. The only purpose barbed wire has is to keep people out, or you know, for cattle. I can't see what purpose it has for sheep at all. There's Side Pike on the end of the ridge below us. It's quite a bit lower than Lingmoor Fell. Just to the right of us, in the bottom there, as we travel across the ridge, we've got Lingmoor Tarn, and there's a little hill just behind it called Oak Crag. It's a classified hill. So over Great Langdale there, you can clearly see our route last week. We went up Stickle Gill, up to Pavey Ark, but we didn't do Pavey Ark. We crossed over to Harrison Stickle, which is there, and then we crossed over to Piker Stickle and Loft Crag, and then we came down Dungeon Gill, just there. So this is Side Pike. The route goes to the left through the squeeze, which we'll be approaching soon, the Fat Man Squeeze. I'll probably have to take my rucksack off for this one. It's wild up here on the side. As you can see, it's a bit tight through there. The path runs through the squeeze and then round the side of Side Pike and then up the other side onto the summit. Side Pike summit, 362 metres. It's a burkitt and the summit's marked by this outcrop here. We got a cracking view from Side Pike of the new Dungeon Gill Hotel down there and Stickle Gill car park. Stickle Gill up there, Old Dungeon Gill, Langdale Pikes, and about a quarter of a mile up the road we've got the Old Dungeon Gill Hotel. There's our route behind us, all the way down from Lingmoor Fell, basically all the way down the wall to Side Pike. We're going to drop off the front of Side Pike now and eventually head over to that path that you can see just before that little bit of woodland and the Tarn, and then back to the car park, which is just the other side of the Tarn. We've just dropped down off the back of Side Pike into this little col, still following this wall. To the left of us here there is a route down which takes you off that side towards the Tarn, but I think this route's a little bit better, straight over the top and then down the front. So just keep the wall to your right. A few ups and downs, but it'll eventually get you off the nose and into that col between Great Langdale and Little Langdale. So that's us down Side Pike. We're going to go through this gate, drop down onto the road, and where the cattle grid is we'll cross the road, take the footpath back up to Blea Tarn. So there's our route from the road across the Tarn. Came up from the car park, down the road a little bit, then we went up that ridge onto the summit of Lingmoor Fell, then along the top by that wall all the way to Side Pike, and then drop down the front of Side Pike to that cattle grid, and then on this footpath. It's a little section of woodland to walk through before we get to the Tarn, so I'm going to wrap my video up now and say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like my content, please think about giving us a subscribe. So I'll say thank you and goodbye till next time. Bye.
Bye.
And bye from Billy, who's in the wood there somewhere. There he is.
Out of sand, reaching for the